It's Tracy and Noelle. They're gonna make you LOL on 90 Day Fiancé Trash Talk.
Hello and welcome to 90 Day Fiancé Trash Talk. I am your host, comedian Tracy Carnazzo, joined by my co-host Noelle Winters Herzog. We're here Hi Noelle. We're here to talk about Happily Ever After Season 5, Episode 5, and The Other Way, Season 2, Episode 7. This is episode 77 of the podcast. And you're welcome, guys, because you get to listen to us right now.
And we love you.
We do love you. We have, honestly, so much support. We have the best listeners in the world. These Trash Talk listeners are phenomenal people.
Yeah, you guys are the best.
You guys are the VIPs. And make sure you're listening every single week. And by doing that, you got to subscribe. You subscribe to our podcast. Then what you do is you go on iTunes, right? You ready?
Mm-hmm. I'm ready.
And you leave a 5-star rating and an amazing review telling us what you love about the podcast. And then if you want more of us, do you want more of us?
I think they do.
Yeah, they have to want more of us. So you go to patreon.com/Trash Talk Podcast and you will get over 100 bonus episodes. I mean, at this point, I think it's like 200 bonus episodes.
Yeah, it's a whole bunch, guys.
It's a whole bunch. And remember, always, guys, I'm on Cameo. So if you're listening to this and you're being forced to listen to this by your wife or your girlfriend, your significant other, your boyfriend, whoever it is, you can get them a cameo from me.
And be like, hey, I'm Tracy.
Yeah, I'm just saying.
Yeah.
You could go.
Yeah.
The link for that is in my Instagram profile at Trixie Tuzini. That's on Instagram and Twitter.
Tracy, you're the gift that keeps on giving.
Tell me about it. All right, guys, let's get into it. This is Happily Ever After Season 5, Episode 5. So that's 5 for 5. We're going to start off with Larissa.
Okay, Larissa.
All right, so this was underwhelming. A lot of build
Not only was it underwhelming, I was confused because at first they didn't really say much. It was like, she's going into the building. We don't know why. Oh, nothing happened. Oh, I'm not in jail. But it's like, but then why did they want you?
But what did happen and what did they say? Like, I understand that they took her picture or whatever. Is that for your green card? Is it for so that they can keep an eye on you? Like, what is it?
I think it's for her green card.
Probably, right?
Yeah, I mean, I would think so. I think they were just trying to hype us up for nothing.
I know. So she comes out 2 hours later. Is she wearing a nightgown and a robe? Is that the outfit?
With matching lipstick.
Okay, cool. Because it looks very comfy. I'll tell you that.
Very monochromatic. Yeah, so but that's that material that you smell in when you sweat.
Oh, you think it's like a cheap polyester?
Yes. Yes. Where you get static shocks when you touch anything.
Ah, yeah. No breathability. No breathability.
Yes. Yes.
So we look. So she's driving away with her friend Hannah, and we see the back of her friend's car. They zoom in on it, and it is her infomercial for
where was I?
Body sculpting. So you know how like when people do like weird
Herbalife.
Things?
Yes.
They put it on the back of their car. She had the body sculpting ad.
That's so funny. Yeah, I saw somebody had it was an Herbalife car the other day. That's what made me think of it. It was like a Mustang or something with Herbalife on it.
My
I'm like,
God.
That's nice.
That's what happens. So now she's scared until she gets her green card.
But why? She knows it's coming. Now she knows.
I don't know. Well, now she's by the pool, and she is in the weirdest monokini I've ever seen in my life.
But imagine the tan lines.
There's so much vagina meat on the sides.
There's so much ass meat too. She's wearing a thong.
I know, but I feel like butt meat is fine because that's
but
bathing
vagina
suit
meat, right?
But that's like a front meat.
If the wind hits, she's gonna be flapping.
Yeah, like there was a definite, like almost a beef curtain situation.
Yes.
I was like, that's a lot of front.
No, you're right. She's not afraid to bear it all.
I can see that. I mean, listen, who am I to body shame? Good for you, Larissa.
I get it.
I just thought it was a little bit odd.
Also, I feel like something like that is for like when you go to like vacation in Miami, not when you're laying in your backyard.
Right.
Right.
Exactly.
You know?
Well, she's on TV, so I get it. So
Oh,
she
that's
said that
true.
she's very jealousy that Colt has a girlfriend and she wants a man to
Mhm.
take care of her. So she's going to go on a date with someone that really, really cares about her. Ta-da! It's Eric.
Yeah, someone who really cares about her and is totally straight. Ha 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 ha.
Yeah, right. So now here's the good part about her dating Eric again, right? So
Yeah.
she shows up and she has a new face.
Right, so it's like dating a new person.
Right. So he's like, I know I used to date this girl that looked similar to you. Not exactly.
Right.
Well,
Now
let's
I'm
try you.
dating LaToya Jackson.
Exactly.
Yeah.
She said that she likes him because he always tried to help her out. So he used to pay for things.
Right. Okay. I mean, listen, I would like someone if they always paid for everything too.
Yeah, same. So she broke up with him via text 2 months ago, and he said that she filed a police report and spread rumors about him. But he's like, but that's fine. I don't really care.
That's the thing. He's not even mad. He's like, but whatever. I can get past it.
Some girls sent her texts, and then they were calling her cheesy butt.
I mean, that's pretty funny.
So obviously she called 911 because
Uh-huh.
she thinks that Eric gave her number out, and
So she learned from Colt how to call 911, basically.
right. So now I got to tell you, as she explained it, I kind of
Yeah.
understood a little bit more.
How?
Okay, I'm going to explain it to you. So
Yeah.
basically, her and Colt, right? They got into like a domestic dispute. Not that it was
Yeah.
really physical, whatever. Colt called the cops on her.
Mm-hmm.
So in Vegas, she gets arrested because he called the cops on her.
Sure.
If she would have called the cops first, she would have been safe, but she didn't have a leg to stand on because they said that she didn't make a complaint. So she was making a complaint first to make sure that if Eric had anything to say, she had this on record that she had started the complaints.
That actually makes way more sense. Yeah.
Exactly. So that's why she did it, because she was fearful that he was going to play the same game. Because remember, if he gets mad enough, all he has to do is call 911 and say, Larissa hurt me. And then she's really deported. 'Cause
Listen, there's no chance she'd be able to stay in the country after getting the 4th time for domestic
with a
violence.
different guy.
No way.
Right. Okay. So now also something I noticed was he wears a wedding band.
Oh, I didn't notice that.
Yeah, very weird. So
Hmm.
he said that probably the spark went out in their relationship, but she said that the love flame is still burning.
She's very interesting. Basically, they weren't getting along and he didn't want to have sex anymore.
Because he was like,
I
can't-
like
how long?
boys.
How long am I going to pretend that I like
Right.
women?
How long are we going to keep this facade up?
Right. I thought you were just going to be my beard and I was going to give you cash.
I mean, there's nothing wrong with that, though.
Well, speaking of beards, let's talk about Syngin and Tanya.
Ooh, I like it.
Thank you. So she's concerned about her relationship. So her friend takes her out to get her nails done.
So she can walk into the nail salon,
Yes.
but not into the shower.
Correct.
Okay. I'm just checking here. Priorities.
No. You're absolutely right. Yes.
Mhm.
The shower's scary. There's water. There's soap. Like, it's different.
I guess, but also, she wants to talk about her husband's drinking problem while having drinks.
Okay, but she not only had champagne, but she also had white wine as well.
Oh, I didn't realize that because I know her friend was drinking the white wine.
Oh, I
guess
thought
her
she was.
second
I thought they were both like double fisting.
Oh, maybe.
I don't know. So she said that Syngin really been hitting the streets to get a job.
Yeah, he's really, what did I say, pounding the pavement?
Yes. It's so great. I'm so proud of them. Hold on. So now she said that he's an alcoholic
Right. Basically,
As
he
she
makes her
drinks-
feel like a burden.
as she drinks a wine and champagne cocktail
As she double fists in the nail salon.
during the day. Right. Okay. So now they go to Tony D's restaurant because they want to discuss their relationship. And he said that he doesn't drink every day and he doesn't even crave alcohol. Let's go to a flashback right now.
Right.
Where he said that he wakes up every morning and has a beer because he doesn't have to wait until it's time to drink because it's always time to drink.
No, he seems great. He doesn't seem dependent on alcohol.
That's good.
Nothing.
So now here's where it gets crazy. So this whole time
Yeah.
we're like, Tanya's crazy. Sure, maybe Syngин's an alcoholic, but Tanya's crazy, right? So now he says that he's really resentful of her foot.
Girl, when I was watching the scene, this is the first time I was like, whoa, Tanya is really in a shitty situation.
Absolutely. So he said he said
Yep.
he's resentful of her foot. He doesn't want to be in America. He doesn't want to raise kids in America. And then Tanya's defense is, well, I came out okay.
Well, the thing is, he doesn't want to work. So he resents her foot because she can't be the one to work. That's
absolutely.
what it is.
And now he's pretending that he doesn't even want to be in America because he can't raise kids here, so he doesn't have to have a kid.
Right. Which is not true. Also because he knows that she really wants to have a kid. And
Right.
But it's funny because before she seemed like such a drifter, and now she's like very, well, I want roots in America and I want to stay here. And she wasn't like that before.
I know. So now he brings up the soulmate thing. Syngin, stop with that card.
Stop trying to make it happen, Syngin.
So she's crying, and I gotta tell you, he's being really weird.
Yeah, no, he seems like he wants to break up straight up. Like
Yes.
that's how he's acting.
He's scared of having kids and being tied down. She's like, well, you married me. We're married. That's also tied down.
But
And
he hasn't fully committed.
I know. So he said that he might not want to be with her anymore.
I felt really bad for her because I felt like he was talking in riddles. Like it was very confusing. Yeah.
It was very confusing. I felt bad for her, but her highlight looked pretty good.
Okay, her skin is looking really nice this season. And I'm not a Tanya fan, but listen, the girl's skin looks good.
She looks good. So he said that he has different plans for the future.
Okay, maybe you guys should have thought about that before you got married.
Just saying. And he's like, yeah, we
Yeah.
only got married because of the 90-day thing. Okay, but then you're married.
Right. So here's the thing. You're married, accept it, and now build your life together. You wanted to be together so bad, you moved to America for her.
Right. He wanted her to be the bartender and him to be the shed man.
Right. Well, that's the thing. He wanted to be the shed man. He wanted to be the patron of her bartending,
Yes.
you know, and he just wanted a
Exactly.
party life. That's what
Yep.
it is. He
was like, I thought I was going to stay in the shed and drink your mother's Jack in the morning.
Right. That's really all he thought.
I know. Well, let's talk about another couple who is not in a good place. Kehlani and Asuelo, Mistake City.
There is no way she's going to stay married to this guy. She can't.
I need her to get divorced. I will divorce them.
I can't believe that they're not divorced now.
Well,
I
can't-
hope they are.
You know how I'm a reverend and I can marry people?
Why can't you divorce them?
I want to divorce them, and I don't even need them to agree to it. I need them to get divorced.
Maybe you should become a lawyer. Why
No.
not?
I'll just become
No, okay.
a divorce.
I mean, you are the
reverend.
jack of all trades. You should
I'm
be
not
the
a lawyer. It's just
not
that
a lawyer.
I do all these lawyer things. I do a lot of doctor things, and then the state quote unquote doesn't recognize it.
And it's also too much paperwork, I think.
Yeah, but not like how I do it. It's not.
Because you do it the better way.
Yeah, guys, I need everyone to focus on, my way of doing things. So her dad and sister are there at the house, and her father lost his voice too. So basically everyone has a very bad virus.
Well, nobody washes their hands. That's why.
I know.
Mm-hmm.
So her dad just found out over breakfast that Asuelo had left, but now he's back. And turns out the night before he had escaped. Remember, he made a new life with the bus driver?
Like on the mean streets of California. Yes.
And he told her 3 different false locations to come pick him up.
She is the ultimate asshole to continue going. Though.
I know, but when your kid is running around, you kind of do have to follow him.
I guess to prove a point, though, 0 chance I would have gone. Zero chance.
No shot. You would have been
No.
on that bus for the rest of your life.
You would honestly be now the husband to the bus driver.
Well, guess what? The 4th time he gives her his location, he's at a hotel. Who do you think's paying for that hotel?
The bus driver.
Okay, fair enough. And he said he threatened her that he was going to find a bus to Utah.
Okay, don't threaten me with what I want.
Find a bus to Samoa.
Yes, go to Samoa, get the measles, live there happily ever after. Because that's the thing. He's so angry because he didn't go to Samoa.
Go.
Go. Bye.
See you later. Her
Yeah.
dad is big mad.
Okay, her dad is all the way mad. And usually when a lot of people like dreed on Mob Wives, when these people talk all this shit like, I'm tough, they're not. He's tough.
Oh,
he
gonna
scares
kill
me
him.
bad.
Yeah,
he scares me bad.
because he's not very yelly.
That's the thing. Well, he doesn't have a voice to yell with right now, but he's very like, I'm not going to be talking much longer. It's like, what does that mean?
Oh, I can't wait to see. So now we got her sister in here, right? Kalani, what's her name?
Kalani, right? Oh, no, Kalini.
Whatever. Kalini says the craziest things that I've ever heard anyone say.
Like what?
Okay, so Kalini is, low-key jealous.
100%. She's a miserable little twat,
She's so miserable. So she says in the confessional, this is a quote, she breastfeeds. She has 2 kids sucking the life out of her, and now her husband is too.
Very interesting way to put it.
Kalini.
She's angry. She is.
But she's also
jealous.
angry at the kids.
Right. No, she doesn't like anyone involved because I think she just hates also Asuelu that much.
She does, but the kids are sucking the life out of her.
That's something you would say.
I know. So, but I'm a breastfeeding advocate.
I was going to say you actually like breastfeeding. You're a wet nurse.
I'm not a wet nurse. I'm a lactation consultant. You're a wet nurse. So she goes to find Asuelo. He's in the bedroom. He's playing video games in the dark. And she's like, hey, can you shower? And he's like, no.
Okay, but he really is a kid. So here's the thing. She wants to continue to like have sex with him and build a life with him.
Disgusting.
What is she thinking?
I don't know.
Because you know what? She could do better. She's so cute.
Noelle, anyone could do better.
Well, yeah, anybody could do better than Asuelo. She would
Come
do
on.
better. Yeah, she would do better with like her dad than Asuelo.
I wish that her and her dad would really like just start a new life together.
Yeah, it would be really nice.
If she likes Samoan men so much. Because, there's no other Samoan men besides her dad and Asuelo.
Meanwhile, she lives in like a Samoan community, right? Because doesn't he play volleyball with all the Samoan men?
Go to volleyball. Get another one.
Right.
Get a different boyfriend. Also, she doesn't need another boyfriend. Get other boyfriend. Get another boyfriend. Get no boyfriend. Get another husband. Get no husband. Whatever you do, whatever you choose at this point is a good choice.
But you know what? They show the baby this episode. This is the first time you really like see him, and he's so cute. He's like a little man.
Oh yeah, both of them are very cute. Actually.
Yeah.
So now she's setting up the party alone, and he will not come out. Now it's nighttime, so who knows what time it is right now.
Tracy, what the hell kind of a party was this? This was not a party. This was the saddest unlit party I have ever seen.
Hey guys, do you want to come in the dark backyard and see how awkward my family is?
And be cold?
I doubt they're cold.
No, everyone had on sweaters.
I doubt they're cold. This is just they're just not built for outside.
I don't know. I just feel like it looked like the most unfun party ever. There was not a toy or a cupcake to be seen.
Yeah, I mean you're just upset because you wanted to see more of the food.
Yeah, of course I wanted to see more of the food. Where the hell was the food? I saw 0 chips. Ow.
Well, her friend is there, right? And her friend forcibly asks her the question, "Oh, where's the swallow?"
So I that's weird. I don't know what just happened. I think my doorbell rang. Whatever.
Oh, really? Well,
yeah.
They can't come in, so.
Yeah, no, they're not going to.
Okay, good. So she forcibly asked this question because producers were like, all right, now you ask where Asuelo is.
Right. And because she wasn't even sure about his name. Where's Asuelu? She doesn't even know his name.
Oh, God. So he said that he'll come out when he wants to come out because Kehlani goes and asks him to come out again.
Right. Meaning I don't want to come out. You know why? Because he knows that her dad knows and he doesn't want to face her dad.
Lo asked to speak to him. And I got to tell you, he was not mean at all to him.
It surprised me how nice he was to him.
He's like, listen, you need to go out there. This is your son's birthday. You got to be a good dad. But next time I'm going to beat you up.
Yeah, but you know what? He wasn't. Granted, he's not a smiley kind of guy. I can't imagine him being very cuddly. But he could have been like, listen, get the fuck outside.
Right.
with my grandkids
Actually,
right now.
I'm gonna punch you in the face for fun right now, and
Right.
then you're gonna go outside, and if you start crying, I'm gonna give you something to cry about.
now you're talking about my dad.
True. So now she tries to get him to apologize after the party. She's like, they're cleaning up together, and he will not. He's not interested. No way, no how.
But I can't believe how long he's keeping this up for. Like, stop with the tantrum. Get
You're
over
in the same
it.
house with them.
Right. It's so stupid.
Oh my God, he's the worst. So speaking of the worst, let's talk about Colt.
Okay, these two are just the worst.
His music, again this week, hilarious.
I don't know who's doing this. Somebody has a vendetta against him. It's very funny.
We got to look at the credits and see who's doing the music for this, because
Yeah.
this is good. So they're going to Brazil. This is the first time that Deb has ever been abroad.
Yes. So Deb has never left the country, which is adorable, and he's very proud of her.
So she says, and this is a quote that I wasn't sure if it was from Deb or Noelle.
Okay. It was from me, by the way. She wants to see what their Walmart is like. It's from me. I need to see their finest French onion dip, basically.
So she wants to know if she should pack a bathing suit and if they have hot water.
Yeah, I mean, but I don't know. Like, not to be a dick, but nobody ever asks these questions, and they're always disappointed. So I
Okay,
like
you know
that
what?
at least she asks.
Good question.
Yeah.
Actually. He's been to Brazil before to see Larissa. I didn't realize that.
I feel like, well, yeah, because they met in Mexico.
Right.
But yeah, but yet he never met her children. How weird is that?
Or
yeah.
her family.
Oh, that's right. He didn't meet her family either. Yeah.
So now he said that they fought in Brazil, him and Larissa. Then he bashes
shocked.
Larissa for a little bit. Why are we doing this?
Because this is just who Colt is. This is who
Okay.
he is.
Just
Mhm.
checking. Okay. So, and then Deb says, you were making cucuses for her.
Mhm. You make it conclusive.
What is with Deb?
There's something wrong with her, Tracy. Okay, she has not addict, because she's not an addict, but it's almost like alcoholic speech, like
Okay, do you think
alcoholic
that
tremors.
she doesn't have her top dentures in? Are they too big for her? Like, there's something going on.
So for a minute, I didn't think she had them in, but then she smiled and they were in. So they could be just like
They don't fit her.
ill-fitting.
Okay,
Yeah,
well.
they could be ill-fitting.
Deb is worried that Jess is using him, and she wants to know if he'll break up with her if she has a bad feeling.
I mean, no. Does anybody ever really break up with anybody? People break up, they're back together every 3 minutes. There's no
Okay,
such thing
also,
as a breakup.
You have a bad feeling already.
Right, but she means a really bad feeling, Tracy.
Oh, okay. Well, they go to Brazil in
Right.
Barra.
Mm-hmm.
What is it?
I don't know. I don't know how to say these things.
Barra Velha or something? And she was happy that there was a Panda Express in the airport.
Okay, even that is not even my style.
Well, he flew with a button-up shirt, layered.
Yeah, no, he's gross. He's gross. He probably smells bad. He probably hasn't washed his hands one time during
wow.
the whole travel. Uh-huh.
And then he says, I can't wait to drop off my mom and be alone with Jess.
Yeah,
And
he's
then-
a sex addict.
Yep. And then she says, yes, I can't wait to. Oh, and then Deb says, yes, I can't wait to get some rest. And it's like, Deb, that's not what he was talking about. But
No,
cool.
Deb, he means so he could smash.
Okay, so now Deb is throwing crazy shade.
Oh, I love her. See, this was funny, though.
So they're like, what do you think of Jess? And she's like, she's a very pretty little girl. She's very.
She calls her voluptuous.
She goes voluptuous, you might say. So I don't know if she was calling her fat or slutty.
See, I think she was calling her slutty, and I think it was more like Colt likes her because
Right.
she's got a butt and boobs, basically.
Right. So she says, this is what Jess says now in front of Deb. This is a quote. I need a little time alone with Colt for sex.
Yeah, she's disgusting. I find that so disrespectful. Even
Deb
if Deb
looked-
is cool.
Let me tell you something. She looked not very cool about that.
No,
at
I don't
all.
like that at all. It's gross.
So now he tells her that he has a Brazilian swimsuit, and Deb's
And I
like, "Yeah,
fainted.
it's like a Speedo."
And I fainted. You could do a Deb. This is your new one. Now you could do a Deb.
So they're talking in the cab how they named their kids already, and Deb is like, you're both stupid. I wish I was dead.
Right. She's like, so, Colt, you tell me that you're not serious about her. You're not going to get a K1 for her, but you named your kids Dominic and Katerina already.
Okay, but also, Deb has on a shirt.
Tell me about it.
It's a kitty cat's face
Uh-huh.
on Biggie Smalls' body with a Biggie Smalls crown.
Yeah, I love it. I want to own that shirt.
Hilarious. So now Deb says, she makes a pretty good point. Jess
What,
wants
that
to
she
get-
doesn't feel well?
No, also that. Deb says that Jess wants to get pregnant to get a green card so that he'll be forced to marry her.
Well, the thing is that what happens? Because I don't know. So say I'm in a relationship with a guy in like Brazil and I get pregnant. Is that automatically, am I granted citizenship there?
No, absolutely not. But he will be, if he really loves you on his end, he'll want to marry you so you can get your K1 so you could stay in the country with the kid.
Oh, okay. That makes sense. Yeah.
So now they're kissing in the car. Deb is annoyed.
But like, what are you doing? Why are you being disgusting?
I don't know, but she said that she's getting sick and she's going to cry.
Yeah, he was never like this with Larissa. This is too much.
He's
This
trying
is
to,
disgusting.
he's playing this game to like show off in front of his mom.
Well, he wants to show his mother, like, look at how much this hot chick wants my rod.
Yes.
You know what I mean? It's so gross.
So now they check into the hotel. She's so tired, right? And she said that, I don't know why they're doing these PDAs. I need to lay down. And
Right.
she
She feels faint.
She just keeps cursing. She just keeps saying the F word. Oh, F-bombs, F-bombs, F-bombs.
And he's saying that he's like embarrassed. And it's like, you should be embarrassed because you're tonguing down your girl in front of your mom.
You should be embarrassed because you should check into the hotel room and let your mom go to sleep. She hasn't slept in 30 hours.
Also, maybe get your own room?
Well, no, they're going to share the same hotel room. It's a suite. And Deb's like, I don't care. I need to lay down.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, I would be like, go ahead, bang her in the same bed. I need to go to sleep.
I need to
don't
go to
care.
sleep. I need to go to sleep. Right. So now she says she doesn't want to overhear Colt and Jess.
Ew, I don't want to overhear any of that either.
Okay, so now
ever.
Deb lays down and Jess comes over to her bedside to now talk to her obnoxiously.
Okay. Also, now suddenly Deb has no teeth in. Her ill-fitting dentures are gone.
Well, she had to take out her teeth to sleep.
Yes.
Okay.
But I just wanted to make that a point.
But Jess wants to talk to her.
But here's the thing. Jess was like a nasty bitch here, too.
She was so nasty. I got to tell you, Deb is not the greatest, but this was like, can you leave her alone?
Yeah, she's like, you want to sleep? You could sleep in Las Vegas. It's like, what do you do? I thought you wanted to be alone to suck some of Colt. You know what I mean? What are you doing? I know.
Well, thank you for that. so much.
You're welcome.
So Deb is begging to sleep, and so now Jess goes into the other like room, I guess.
Adjoining room, right?
It's not even an adjoining room. It's just separated. It's the bed is separated by a door.
Right. I guess it's like the parents' room and the kids' room, kind of.
Okay. So he said, don't worry about my mom. She's hard of hearing and she's tired. Oh, guess what? The door was open. She heard everything.
She didn't look very happy.
She slams the door and Jess thinks that she hates her.
Guess what, Jess? You're probably right. I hate you too.
You're not being nice. Now Colt's going to shower.
Okay, well, Colt definitely needs a shower. I don't like Jess. I don't like Colt. I like Debbie out of everyone the best.
Same. Okay, now, speaking of...
People that I didn't like that now I like.
Okay, that was good. That was a good segue.
Yeah.
Let's talk about Angela. She's packing for Nigeria, and her friend Amy is going to take care of her mom and the rando kids.
That's really nice because I'm sure it's way too hard just for Skylar to do.
Of course. So now she's having anxiety and she's sweating like crazy. And like Angela, same.
I feel like this is who I am. You and I last week, we were having an anxious moment on Zoom. You remember? I was like, I can't stop sweating, Tracy.
I didn't stop sweating.
I know.
So I got to tell you, Angela's mom, as sick as she is, she's just annoyed at her.
Yeah, she's like kind of at this point like rolling her eyes. Like, we get it. You're getting married. Just leave. Bye.
Right?
Yeah.
That's exactly. So she's like,
Yep.
Mama, do you have any advice for me? She's like, yeah, get married. Whatever. Leave me alone.
Like, I want to go to sleep. Right.
So now she calls JoJo from the car.
Mm-hmm.
I got to tell you, I liked Angela's giant sunglasses, those square sunglasses.
Yeah, she's cute. She's not. I mean, I can't really get behind the hairstyles, but she's not terrible.
Well, she has a hook hanging off of her bra now with a wristlet. She has a wristlet strapped to her bra strap.
Yeah. Okay. That's like I would be so afraid of that pinching like my armpit meat.
What are you doing?
I don't know. You know, Angela. She's very crafty.
She has a bungee cord hanging from her.
Mm-hmm.
So she brought a white dress, which is her wedding dress, and then she brought a red dress.
Yeah, I don't know what the red dress is for. Maybe like the after party.
Are they doing like a scene from Beetlejuice?
Maybe. Ooh, I like it. I wish I could have worn Lydia's wedding dress.
So she's a nervous bride right now. She arrives in Nigeria, and also she arrives in Africa.
Well, yeah, because they're separate places. Hello.
And she needs a crossbody bag, this woman.
She does. You have put me on to the world of crossbody bags, and I've never worn anything else.
Yeah, it changes your life.
Yep.
I mean, you don't have to stuff everything in your bra, Angela.
Mm-hmm.
She has a ring on every single finger, and she has on 3 necklaces.
She always does that. She's always got so much jewelry on.
She's a rapper. That's what she is. She's a rapper.
I like it. She just should have worn her crown too.
So they're renting an apartment to pretend that they're married and see how it's going to be. Who's paying for this apartment?
Angela, hello.
So I think that this is like in a bad area.
Okay, I mean, I don't know. I just feel like it looks very much the same there. Every scene we've seen looks really similar.
So she kind of alluded that it was not a good area.
Right.
She goes into the apartment. There's a really bad smell. I've already moved out of this apartment.
Here's the thing, though. On all these franchises, all these women, she's the only one that never expects
She never really complains.
A penthouse. She never expects like the hot water. Nothing. Like she really doesn't. She's just happy to be there.
So she sits down on the mattress though, and she's like, "Oh my god! Oh no! So it's a hard mattress." But remember what Lisa said about Nigeria.
About the mattresses being hard. Yeah, and he was saying that he couldn't have a soft one because of love making.
Right. But also, do you remember that, was it Lisa when they got to the hotel and it was just a box spring?
Or was that Jenny and Sami? Because all of them, this was like a thing. They always,
I think it was
because when Jenny got to India this time, she said, "I don't miss these hard mattresses." This is like a thing. Yeah.
Okay, so this is what I think Angela needs to do.
Go to Bed Bath and Beyond.
Uh-huh.
And then for her trip, get a Tempur-Pedic mattress pad.
Okay.
And then when she's done in a couple of weeks, she should return it.
Yeah, that's exactly what Angela, are you listening? Okay, good.
That is Tracy's life plan for everything. When I tell you, I am shocked you didn't make me return my wedding dress after I used it.
I would have loved to return your wedding dress. I would have. That would have been my dream if you would have let me do that.
So funny.
She sits on the bed. She said it's as hard as an erection.
Yeah, and she thought that was the funniest thing she'd ever said too.
Why does she always have to make these like uncomfortable, weird jokes?
To be honest with you, she's an old white lady, and that's just what they do.
Now, do you think that this rat in a trap was planted in this apartment for a storyline?
Totally.
It has to be.
Yep. That's not real.
No. It might be a real dead rat, but it was
no, it's a real
there.
dead rat, but that was planted there. That didn't happen to be there.
No, he chases her with the rat. That was actually pretty funny.
She freaked out. It was so funny. But that was like
silly.
Playful. Yeah, it was playful.
Lisa would have stabbed Usman.
Lisa would have been like, "I'm leaving. I'm not marrying him," and smirking the whole time. And would have been like,
done.
Done. This music video, done. I want to be in the clouds in the background.
So now who else is there? Let's see. Elizabeth and Andre.
I am so over this piece of shit man.
Yes, agreed. So his mom is making breakfast, and his mom is speaking to her in Romanian. But Andre will not translate, and he goes, "Just keep talking to her."
Like she's going to learn. Like if you say enough, she's going to know what you mean.
Yeah, that's how it works. So she asks if his mom gets tired preparing a big breakfast every morning. And she says yes. And Andre translates and he goes, "There's no room for tired. This is how it is in Moldova." That's what she said.
Yeah, meanwhile, that's not even a little bit what she said. Also, this was the most uncomfortable breakfast I've ever been to.
Yes. Well, he said that in Moldova, women are more energized.
Okay. Why?
Everyone's
You know
more
why?
energized.
I would have been like, why?
Everyone's more energized. And she goes, oh, is that why you have a job?
Oh, I love that. You know what, though? She says things like this, but she doesn't do anything about it.
She does nothing. So now this
No.
is what he says. He said, this is not America over here. Over there you listen, and over here you listen double.
And don't insult me in front of my parents. It's like,
Right.
huh?
So
Like
now they're
threats, little
Yeah.
threats.
So now they're going out to a bar with his friends, and she said that his friends choose to speak Romanian in front of her. And
So basically, no one respects her anywhere.
nope. So
Yep.
he says to her, and she's like, I would like to be included in the conversation. And he said, is this a new trend of yours to be a feminist? What do you want? You want a podium to speak?
Do you know all I did was think of you when he said that? I'm like, Tracy would have punched him in the face.
In the face.
Yes. Yep. On camera and been like, arrest me, fight me. I don't
Yep.
care.
I'll go to Romanian jail forever.
Yep. I know.
Okay. She loves blinking.
More so than other people do. Okay, so I want you guys to know I was looking at Tracy just now, and she was doing an impression. There's many blinks happening.
It's just she just
like,
closes her eyes. I mean, it's not
she
even.
just looks very dead inside while she does it,
But
though.
is it because her eyelashes are too heavy that she has to rest her eyes by keeping them closed sometimes?
Or she's just closing her eyes like, I can't believe this life that
No, I think she
I've
just- I
gotten
don't know.
myself into.
So apparently him and his friend Marcel were in the police force together.
Yeah, very interesting.
I mean, maybe you should have stayed there.
Also, apparently he used to be a really hard worker. Who knew?
They asked now if he's working, and he says the woman is working for him. He said it's different in the U.S.
I hate him so much. I hate him so much.
So his I think it was his the wives, I guess, or the girlfriends of
Yeah.
these guys. She
Yeah.
said that he's rude, mean, and lazy.
Yeah, he is rude, mean, and lazy. He's so nasty. And she's like, yeah, my family doesn't like him.
Yep. So she's having a conversation with the wives, but they don't understand. Because
Yeah,
she's just
nobody
talking
really understands.
But she's speaking to them in English. So they're just looking at her.
No, I know. It's so funny. It's like blink twice if you understand me.
He's drunk on the way home, and he's talking about her sister Jen.
He like the entitlement that has happened to this man. Like he just all he does is talk so badly about her family. And I get that they're assholes, but
They
like
support him.
they support him literally, financially, like 100%.
Well, let's talk about Paul and Karini. Speaking of support,
Oh, these people.
they're back at the hotel. This is still only the second day in America. They're back at the hotel, and Karini's changing the baby's diaper, and Paul will not let her do it by herself. He puts his hands on him, and he's talking about how he wants his mom to give him money, but then he's also like telling Karini how to change the diaper. He's like, wipe his balls.
No one has like given me anxiety on this show like him.
No shot. He's the
Yeah.
worst. Yeah, but it's
Yeah.
like who's the real worst? We don't know.
No, and you say that all the time. Like, you're right. There must be something like very broken inside of her.
Yes. She also dresses very LuLaRoe, like pattern on pattern jersey knits.
Yeah, she loves a pattern on pattern. She definitely loves a dress.
Yes, and a jersey
A
knit.
jersey
skirt
knits. That's
with
funny.
A tunic. She's worried that they will have nowhere to be. Yeah. Yep.
But also, how has nobody planned? So they're just like, we're going to go to America, and for a couple of days, we'll have a place to stay. That's
No,
the end.
because he doesn't care. He thinks that his mom's going to give in.
Yeah, but his mom's not going to give in. And you know what? I'm so proud of her.
Me too. So she's breastfeeding the baby, and Paul basically puts an entire winter comforter over her head. It was so funny. So she tells him to go eat with his mom alone. She's tired, and he's disappointed that she won't come. And then they get to the restaurant, and his mom says that she wouldn't have came if she knew it was only him.
Which I love. And I think that that's why he wanted Karini and the baby there, because he thought the mother would give in
Yes.
more if she like saw Karini and the baby.
Okay, so now the mom's like, where are they? And he's like, oh, we got in a fight because I didn't have the keys to the house so that she could use the bathroom. And his mom's like, well, that's not true. Tell me the real reason.
Right, because it's not true. It's bullshit. It's like, okay, that's Paul's real colors. There it is.
He should file for public housing and welfare.
Why not?
He really.
Why not?
It would,
Yeah.
it would help them a little bit. He needs a loan from his mom, and she said that he always does this.
Like he always is like, I just need a little help for now, and it just never ends.
So now he's eating a giant shrimp on a skewer with barbecue sauce on it.
Yeah, but he was like sucking the shrimp. It was very not fun to watch.
Mom says that he needs some pride. And she says no.
She's right.
He can't have any money, but she'll pray for him.
Which is
Hilarious.
a Tracy thing. That's a Tracy thing to say.
Yeah.
When Tracy fights with people, she'll say, like, I'll pray for you.
Yep, because that's a Southern thing. That is what I learned from spending so much time in South Carolina. It's you ever hear bless your heart?
Yes, that's supposed to be like basically like, oh, you're a loser, fuck
It's
you
F
or
you.
something, right?
It's F you.
Okay.
That's what that is.
Sorry, I cursed and you didn't.
Yeah, because I'm a better person than you are.
Maybe. That could
Bless
be true.
your heart. Bless your heart. So now he's showing Karini the grocery store. Like she, I mean, the modern convenience.
Like he's showing her the Taj Mahal. Look at this. They have cold milk here from cows.
He's giving her a TED talk about supermarkets.
Yeah.
He's like,
he
and
is
here we have
the
onions.
worst.
These are red onions. These are yellow onions.
He was talking to her the way David would talk to Lana, like she was a moron.
Worse.
Yeah.
And he's like putting things in the cart, and she's like, "We have no money." He's like, "Yeah, but they're 5 for $5." And she's like, "Yeah, that's cool. We still have no money." So now he's trying to explain maxi pads and tampons. He's like, "So maxi pads are like little diapers, and tampons you put in the hole, and they have pearls and diamonds on them."
It was so uncomfortable. And she's like, Paul, I don't need it. Get it away from me. Like, I don't need them.
So now he has 2 carts full of stuff.
No, I know. But here's the thing. Neither cart was full. So
None
I
of them
wasn't
are
sure
full.
why he had both.
Maybe he just likes to put certain things in certain carts, and he likes to separate them.
Maybe. Or maybe he's got like his mom's debit card
Well,
to use with one cart.
so he has 500 bananas.
Yes.
They check out at the grocery store, and they get in the car. This car runs?
And also, it looked much cleaner. Karini must have cleaned it.
Yeah,
honestly.
seriously. So he says again, your parents' house is just wooden boards.
But what does that make it? Like, why does that make him better? Like, why is he acting that
But
way?
he takes her to the scariest trailer I've ever seen in my life.
Okay, but was that like for real, or was
It
that
couldn't
just
have
for
been-
the show?
That had to be for the show. That was a trailer that had been blown up in an explosion.
Right. That was a trailer that like was a crime scene.
Come on, guys. And it's $500 a month for the lot for this RV that they're looking at now.
Yeah, I don't know. Karini is so like, it's so hot in here. What are we doing? Like, why is this happening?
Well, she says something very, very smart. She says, you know, good husband.
Yeah, and she's absolutely right. He's god awful. He is a nightmare of a husband.
He's absolutely the worst. So now let's talk about The Other Way. And this is season 2, episode, what was it? Did I say 7?
Yes.
Hold on. Let's double check here. There's
Okay.
so many
There's just so
things.
many friggin' franchises of the show. It's so hard to keep up, you know?
Yeah, episode 7.
Yeah.
So we start off with Brittany and Yazan, and he brings her lilies to her hotel room. And I got to tell you, I was unimpressed because I'm very allergic to those lilies.
Really?
Yeah, every time someone gets me flowers, I have to pick those lilies out right away and throw them out.
Oh, wow. Interesting. I'm allergic to marigolds like that.
Okay, I'm not going to get you any marigolds.
Okay.
Or I'll get you a lot, depending on how I feel.
Depending on how you feel about me that day? Okay.
He said that he was very, very jealous. Basically, he's sorry. And then they make up. So now they're going to go see his parents, and he brought her garb to wear, but she doesn't feel like it.
Okay, but honestly, like I get where she's coming from, but she's a nightmare. She's a nightmare.
She is a nightmare. But also,
Yeah.
here's a suggestion to Yazan, right? So he
Okay.
knows that she's kind of a nightmare. Why
Right.
not put it in a nice box and make it like you bought her a gift instead of throwing to her a grocery bag?
Well, no, that's true. And why not say like you know, that you're so beautiful and this is so beautiful to me, a woman wearing this and whatever
Right.
you got to do to get it on her,
Sure.
you know?
So now they leave to his parents' house, and she said that she might start a problem. She's like, I don't know. I just feel like not on purpose, but I might start a problem.
Yeah, I would have rescheduled. I would have been like, she's jet lagged.
Yes. So he has on his Supreme backpack.
Very cute.
He tells her that yellow flowers mean he's so jealous.
Yeah, I know. That's very interesting. Good to know. Good to know.
So she said that she will hug Americans because that's her culture. Now, here's the thing. She's not totally wrong on this.
Okay, tell me why.
So she's saying, like, I hugged Americans.
Right.
I wasn't hugging your dad.
Right. Sure.
So, like, if that's our culture and we can hug a man in America, then why can't I just hug the Americans? And then,
well, I think because they're not in America, that's the problem.
I get it, but I kind of just was like, But she said that.
I think the liquor is more the problem.
Right. So now
to
he
me,
said that he wants to end this because she said that. And now she's wrong because you know what? They do live in Jordan because she was saying like, I'm American though. And it's like, right, but you're in Jordan now.
And it's not like she's never been there before.
Sure.
So she actually knew what to expect there.
Yep. And then she says something very good, very funny. This is a quote. She said, maybe you need to go marry one of your cousins.
Okay. And I LOL'd forever.
Yep. And she said that her wig is $900 and she's ruining it with the hijab.
But also, did you think that you suddenly didn't have to wear one? Like,
Okay,
did you think that was done?
Just take your wig off. It's so much. Okay, if I was wearing a wig and I had to wear a hijab, I would take the wig off and put the hijab on.
So would I.
I'd be like,
so
wow,
would I
this is
be
really
so much more
cooling.
comfortable. Yep. Yes.
This is great. I don't even have to wear my wig.
Yeah, so much more comfortable.
Oh God, so weird. So here, I have more. Don't worry.
No, I have more too.
So now they go to his house. And his mom
I'm already about to mute the TV when they get there, by the way, because I'm so uncomfortable.
Well, these are I have actually maybe different opinions.
What about his family?
Yes. So his mom says she's
So
so
do I.
beautiful, and his dad is very nice. He says the headscarf is so beautiful, and they're being kind to her.
Yes.
Okay.
At first.
So now the dad wants them to get married, and she said that she wants to wait for her family to come. And again, her eyes close a lot too. I think this has to do with their eyelashes.
Oh, maybe. That makes sense.
So she said her family will be able to come in January. So now they ask if she's converted. And her dad's like, while you were in America, did you kind of like Google Islam at all?
Right. And she's like, no.
So now this is where things get weird.
Yes. And this is where I wanted to never look at the TV again.
So he says to her, don't worry. This is Yazan talking to Brittany. You'll learn slow like a baby. You're a baby.
Right. And she's like, I'm not a baby. And he's like, but you're my baby.
And then his mom flipped out
like out of nowhere.
like a banshee. And this is like years of abuse makes people like this. She's like, no, you obey your husband. He says you're a baby, then you're a baby. He says you're a cat, you meow.
Right. That's right. You meow at your husband then. Yeah, this is where things were like scary.
You get up at the sunrise and you wake the whole neighborhood up because this is how it goes.
Right. Mm-hmm.
And now his dad's like a little bit nicer. His dad's like, listen, I want you to have a good life. And then the mother is like, no, forget your family. You don't have a family anymore.
No, the mom has come out of nowhere and is not okay. The dad is definitely kinder than the mother is. The mom is yelling, screaming. I'd be so scared. I would be really scared.
Okay, but the mom, I think, is doing this because she's afraid what the father will say about her. She's doing it in response of trauma.
Oh, no. Normal people, regular people, I should say, don't act like that.
So now they're very worried about what people will think because she's still on social media. They think that she's like basically like a hussy.
Right. Well, yeah, he calls her a prostitute.
Well, no, he didn't call her a
prostitute.
prostitute.
He said they'll call her a prostitute.
Right.
Yeah, a hussy,
so
a woman of the night.
They're just worried about what other people will say about his family and his son if he's with this guy. Right. If she's with his son. So I don't know if what his dad was saying was so terrible.
Right.
His mom was out of control.
Well, the way I look at it is this. The parents are really old school. The dad expects, hey, my son, I expect whoever he marries to be of the same religion.
Right.
And I expect Right. And I expect them to get married because that's tradition and that's just how it is. And she knew this. So she can't act like she didn't know this. But there is no way that that was okay the way she was spoken to and treated in that house either.
Absolutely not. But
Yeah.
it's just a little bit of the other side of it.
Yeah. It's kind of like I think both parties were wrong.
Yes. So now let's talk about Ariella and Bibi Binyam.
So I have to tell you, I get a lot of stuff about this show, but I feel a little bad for him. I don't know if he's a con artist, but I feel like he's trying his best.
So her mom is coming to see the apartment today. And I got to tell you, the only one I like in this whole family is her mom.
Me too.
So her mom's coming to see the apartment, and she was saying that the poverty there, the mother was talking, and she said the poverty there is like extreme.
Yeah, that there's like beggars on the street. There's garbage everywhere. Yeah.
Right. So the mom said, she's like, I'm having chest pains. Like, this is a lot. This is not safe for a baby. And Binyam is like, listen, the apartment that we're in right now is just for a few weeks, and then I will build a house.
But now listen, when her mom gets to that first apartment, they did a quick flash. There were other, like, I'm not saying that there's not white people in Ethiopia, but there was people outside of their door that looked like American white women. And I think more people joined them on that trip than they showed.
Oh, you think that like more of her family came?
Yes.
Interesting. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So now he says he's basically building a house, and I think he just means he's gonna paint the other apartment.
Like he's like doing work in it.
Sure. So she said that she couldn't even shower the night before. She could only wash her butt.
Mm-hmm. And Tracy fainted.
Mm-hmm. And then they show the kitchen. There's no fridge. They use the government water from the backyard from a bucket.
Here's the thing. I'm not talking shit because it's poverty. I'm talking shit because you can't live there. You
Sure.
can't. That's
so
it.
He said that,
you
don't
can't.
worry, I have another apartment. You have another apartment?
Right. It's like, wait, what? You have another place? Right.
This is the real apartment. He said he renovated it. So they go in. It's a construction zone. It is. They went to Varya's mom's house, the wire factory, and they got all the wires from the factory there. It's very bad. There's no plumbing.
No, I mean, listen, this place has like a good 6 months of work left on it.
Please go home.
Yeah, go home. Girl, what are you doing? Like, at this point, I think she realizes, like, this is a joke, right? Like, I can't stay here.
He thinks that he could finish in 2 weeks. His mother said, you could finish in a month with an army of guys.
Yeah, and she's absolutely right. But, like, the thing is, her dad is a cardiologist at Princeton. They're not broke. Her mother can say, here's $1,000 and they can get a nice place there if you're so worried about your daughter. You know what I mean? Or try to help out.
But I've never been there. I don't know a lot about the area. Like, can you?
Like, is there? Right. I get that. But can her mother help out? Like, let me help you hire people to help you with this place. To let me hire.
I know, but then it's like, how invested do you want to get?
Well, I mean, I wouldn't want my kid
Like, just
there,
come
obviously. Right. I get it. But I feel like she's so defiant. She won't. And it's like, not to be stereotypical, but it's like a typical rich girl.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like she's rebelling against her parents.
I totally agree with you. And he said that he thought she would like it, the new place. There's no electricity.
No. Yeah, but he's trying. That's what I mean. To him, this is a regular way of life.
Right. But like, I think she was pretty clear about what she expected.
But she's like, we talk for 3 hours a day. You couldn't tell me about this.
Well, guess what?
Right.
You know why? You know why they talk for 3 hours a day? Because he's not doing a lot of work on this apartment. That's why he has all the time.
Right. No, you're right. And he also, I guess he's too busy doing his MMA to work on this place.
Seriously. So now let's talk about our favorite people in the world. Forget couple on the show. People. Armando and Kenneth.
That makes my heart explode watching them.
Wow. Armando arrives at their new house. That wooden dining table is gorgeous.
This apartment is very, very nice. I haven't seen an apartment on 90 Day in a long time that looked like this.
It's completely decorated.
It's gorgeous. This place is gorgeous.
No. This guy gets there.
Mm-hmm.
The apartment is completely decorated. There's things in shadow boxes.
Yeah, I love it. I know. It's so nice.
So he's scrapbooking for Kenny. He's making him like a little gift. And
And
he
it
said
was that
that
so cute.
he
True
said
love
that-
has no borders.
I loved it. So he said that he was too poor to buy him gifts, but actually Kenny likes when he makes him things anyway.
Yeah, I mean, so do I.
So now we see Kenneth driving. It's day 4, and he's going to get there that night. He said that he's been dancing. He's been talking to his dog Truffles.
Poor Truffles is like, I'm blind. I don't know what's happening. Like, Dad is bugging out in this car.
Well, he says, Truff, you're going back to the motherland.
So cute.
That was
Truffles
so funny.
is the cutest.
I want to tell you guys something.
Tell me.
I have a Chihuahua.
Okay, me too. I have mixes.
Okay, well, I have a Chihuahua named Slash.
Mm-hmm.
She is 100% purebred Chihuahua. How do I know
Yes.
that? Because I know
she's
her
from
parents.
Mexico.
And
Yeah.
her parents. So I got her from a Mexican family that I knew.
Right.
From Mexico that had
Mm-hmm.
a Chihuahua in Mexico, and they moved here to the U.S. and their Chihuahua had babies. So my Chihuahua's mom is from Mexico.
Do you ever want to take Slash to the motherland?
Sort of, yeah.
Yeah, I think that would be cool. Like, I always thought about that. Like, if I brought my dogs to Mexico, how would they act? Would they act like they knew where
Like
they
they've
were?
been here before.
Yeah.
Would they speak
Right.
Spanish?
Right. Would they suddenly just be like frying up tacos? You know what I mean? Or tostadas?
Frying?
Yeah, that's why I changed it to
What kind
tostadas.
of tacos do you have? So that was so funny. But I love the pillow in the background of Kenneth's confessional. There was a pillow on the chair. I don't know if these are real sets or they're just like pictures that are like
Yeah.
like green
Like,
screen pictures.
yeah.
But look at the pillow in the back of when he talks. There's a pillow on a chair that's like kind of like that Mexican floral print that I like.
Oh, I love that print.
With the jewel tones in it. I loved it.
I saw a pair of it was almost like mules shoes with that print, and they didn't have my size because I
Oh, God,
loved
I
it. They were
do.
so cute.
I love it. So now let's talk about Devon and Jihoon.
Okay,
Devin.
he
Devin.
makes me want to lose my mind. Devin, not Devon.
I get confused. All right. So now it's still, again, only the day after they get there. He apologizes for lying, but he said that there was debt. He had a baby. He got married. He was stressed out.
But I like that he's explaining to her like she doesn't know there's a baby and he got married.
No. And yeah. She's like, okay, great. Good for you.
She's like, yeah, guess what? Me too.
Yeah. So he said that he has no skills. He works part-time so he could rest more. Hashtag napping is life.
And that's when I was like, okay, this guy it's gross. Just go home, girl.
He said that he's selfish and lazy, but he's like not changing it.
Yeah, but you know what? He's self-aware. He knows he sucks.
He said that he gives his mom the money that he earns so she could manage it. And
Tracy, that was like you when I would get out of work and give you my cash because
I
I
used
would
to-
spend
yeah.
it all.
yeah, I used to be
Literally.
like, Noelle, you're
But
a
guess
bad
what? I
girl.
was like 19.
Oh my God, we used to have cash parties on your bed.
That's true. That was so fun.
You'd be like, I'm going to empty
Aw.
my purse. You're going to organize all my money and tell me what I have.
Yeah. And then
I'd be
next
like,
thing you know,
5 for
Tracy's
me.
rolling it up with a Rolex the next day.
I'm like,
Yeah.
5 for me, 1 for you. 10 for me, 1 for you. So, isn't that great that we used to do that? So she said that she just straight up wants to break up because he let her spend all of her money and wouldn't contribute anything.
Yeah, he doesn't want to spend his money. He doesn't really care because she'll spend hers.
So she says, well, we're going to get a hotel just with my kids and my mom. Okay, why don't you just stay where you are and ask him to go to his mom's for the night and then you don't have to spend any money or move with all the kids?
But I guess she doesn't want to be she said she wants to be in a safer area.
I don't know.
I don't
Stay
know.
inside. I don't know.
Let Drusilla play outside. Maybe she'll disappear. Who knows?
So let's talk about Sumi and Jenny. So they meet up with his friend Narej.
Okay, that's what I thought, and I wasn't sure if I was right.
Okay.
It's Narej, right?
So
okay.
he puts off the divorce papers.
Right.
Sumi. So now they're on this boat thing.
Mm-hmm. Which was like they pedal on the boat. Very
It was kind of fun. So she asked why his friend didn't rat him out about being married. And he's like, listen, why would I do that?
Yeah, it's because it's not your friend, Jenny. It's his.
He's like,
It's
I
really
told
all
I
there
knew that
is,
he had
yeah.
good intentions. Like, it's not like he was just married and like planning on staying married.
Sure.
Oh my God. So now she asked about his divorce, and he said that it's been 4 years for his divorce, but because they're fighting in court because his wife or ex-wife or whatever you want to say wants a lot of money.
Jenny blacked out.
Yeah. So now she asked about Sumi, and he said, no, it's different because I'm going to pay.
Right. And I'm going to pay now. I guess like he has
But
the
I
money
thought you
now.
already paid.
I don't know. He paid half of it. I don't know.
So
this
she
guy.
asked for paperwork on the divorce, and he's like, yeah, we have to get the apartment in order.
Right, like we have to do some painting and stuff, and then her friend's like, then
Don't
his
you want to
friend
get a
is like,
mattress
no.
topper? Maybe we should
Right.
stop at Bed Bath and Beyond today.
Let's go get a chai afterwards.
Yeah, no. So now he said that when they get time, they could go to court, and his friend's like, just take her to your lawyer. You don't have to go to court. Ooh. That
Meanwhile,
was
he's
crazy.
like, shut up.
He's
Right.
like, shut up. There's no lawyers. We're in India. We have to go to the court, and the courts don't let women or men in.
Right, like nobody's allowed inside of the court. And in fact, I'm not allowed inside of the court.
I'm not allowed in. What? Hello? My mom's calling me. I have to go. I have to go get a haircut in the street. Bye.
I don't live here now. I don't live in India anymore.
I just forgot how to speak English. That's so weird. Okay.
How does that happen? Okay.
Okay. All right, bye. All right, well,
Bye.
guys, this was a crazy. There was definitely a lot of meat. I cannot wait to see next week. This is going to be
Me too.
nutso.
Yeah, this is going to be a
Absolutely.
good time.
Guys,
Now
make
it's
sure-
starting to warm up.
I know. Now, make sure you're following us on Instagram and Twitter at 90 Day Podcast. You could follow me at Trixie Tuzini on Instagram and Twitter, and go to TracyCarnazzo.com because we have 90 Day Fiance magnets for sale.
What?
I know, and guess what?
What?
You guys heard a theme song this week, and you were probably like, I've never heard that before. That's so crazy.
I
right?
love that theme song. It's so
Noelle,
good.
I've been singing it in my head since I heard it. I'm so excited about it. And guess what? Guess who did the theme song?
Who?
You could find her on 90 Day Jingles.
Awesome.
On
She's
Instagram.
so funny. She does so many funny jingles.
Oh my God, 90 Day Jingles. That's at 90 Day Jingles on Instagram. And we are just so excited to have our theme song now.
Hell yeah.
All right, so go follow her because she makes very funny songs about the cast of 90 Day Fiancé.
Yeah, it'll make you LOL, guys.
Because we make you LOL. Ha 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 ha. Bye.
Ha 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 ha. Bye.